Hello YouTube, it's me John Avenger once again. Welcome back to my running time review. Yeah, I know it's been a couple of days. Well, I had a lot on my mind. This is a 2019 buddy cop action comedy, and I use that term loosely, directed by Michael Dowse and written by Tripper Clancy. Its plot follows a mild-mannered Uber driver named Stu, played by Kumail Nanjiani, who picks up a passenger, Dave Bautista, who turns out to be a cop hot on the trail of a brutal killer. Iko Uwais, Natalie Martinez, Betty Gilpin, Jimmy Tatro, Mira Sorvino, and Karen Gillan. Yeah, they put their names at the end for a reason, but I'll get to that. Also star in Stuber. Yes, star. This was a disappointment. I didn't hate the movie. Some people are going to say I hated it from the start. I walked out of this movie 29 minutes in because I thought it was going nowhere. But I finally finished it at home, and it's not good, but it's meh. You know, it's mid. It could have been a lot better. That's the thing. That this is a comedy genre that's been done really well. 48 Hours, Lethal Weapon, freaking the Rush Hour movies for the most part. What was another one? Even 21 Jump Street. Those were done well. Even Let's Be Cops, which they're not real cops, but they pretend to be. It counts. This was just not that funny. Kumail Nanjiani is the funniest thing in the movie. There's a couple of scenes that I laughed out loud, especially the scene in the trailer where he's like, "Hello, operator, someone's trying to murder us." That was funny, and that, you know when that joke is, and it's in the movie. It's an hour and 18 minutes into the film, and this movie's 87 minutes long. So it's not long. The running time is not the problem. It's 87 minutes. Every comedy should be that short because comedies that are 2 hours, they drag on. And I'm saying regular comedies, not Marvel movies with comedy or DC movies or animated films. No, just a straight up comedy with some action in it. It needed to be better written. The budget was not the problem either. $16 million, it made 32. It should have done better. Like I said, it's sad when Booksmart came out the same year and it was a funnier movie. I'll give it that. It was funnier. Kaitlyn Dever and Beanie Feldstein, they're much better. They have much better chemistry. With Kumail and Dave Bautista, they almost had it. It's just that writer is not a good writer. First of all, Karen Gillan is not in the movie. If Josh, you heard me, she's in the first 2 minutes and then dies. That you wasted a big name actress that's beautiful to get killed off that soon. Even Thanos gave Loki and Heimdall at least 5 minutes before they died in Infinity War. What a waste. It got mixed reviews and it got criticized for not taking full advantage of its potential. Exactly. These two actors are good. Why are you wasting giving them? They say either the F word every 2 seconds or they say some pop culture reference of a movie that kids have never heard of. Jaws. Kids have never heard of. The Never-Ending Story, kids have never heard of. I did because I was around when those movies were on VHS and DVD. But kids nowadays have never heard of these movies. These millennials and Gen Z, they've never heard of Jaws or the original Never-Ending Story. And that's the thing. It could have been funny. If it was in the hands of the better writers. Deadpool 2 is how you do this right. Even though that's not a buddy cop action movie. It's got those qualities. It has the references and it's funny. There's one death in this movie I did not see coming. Kumail Nanjiani, I'm going to spoil it. He takes a gas can, a propane gas can, throws it out the window. It's like Jaws, this is going to work. And it doesn't blow up. It smashes the guy's face in. I was like, okay, that I did not see coming. So it got some points for that. But the women in this movie are wasted. Natalie Morales, she's barely there. She has a few scenes with her dad. I thought that was his wife. I'm like, his daughter's Spanish? Yeah, I was not buying that. She was fine in the movie, but she could have been used more. Betty Gilpin, love this actress. Beautiful, sexy voice. She's in the film to be on the phone, is kind of bored, and then at the end of the movie, she's constipated. That's it. That's her arc. Mira Sorvino, never liked this actress. She plays the captain, who's actually, it's a twist where she's one of the bad guys. She's in 2 scenes, gets hit with a car, and that's it. Wow, this writer does not like women because they're barely in the movie and they don't do anything. At least in Booksmart, the two main girls are the heroes, you know, anti-heroes, but still heroes. They do stuff. Here, Karen's in the beginning, but then she dies. So again, it's sad. And then you have this guy as Felix, who's, you know, picks on Stu, calling him Stuber, because get it, his name is Stu, and he drives an Uber car. And Iko Uwais, I thought that was I made a mistake. I said it was it looked like Tony Jaa. No, it's the guy from The Raid. They painted his hair blonde. He can fight, but in this movie he's barely in it too. That's the problem with this movie, just like with the last XXX movie. There's so many characters, some of them get sidelined and don't do anything. Just because you have a big name actor doesn't mean I want to just see them just do nothing. I want them to do something, contribute to the plot. That's why I liked the Cracker Jack movies, because the women are not just there. They actually do something in the plot. They either negotiate with the villain or they fight back. Here, they do nothing. Sorry, that's the truth. And also the other actors in it. Scott Lawrence as the doctor. You have Steve Howie as Felix. You have Amin Joseph as Leon. They show a black man's penis in this movie. I'm not kidding. They go to the strip club and this guy's dong is it comes out of nowhere. I'm not showing it because I'm not going to get demonetized. I'm not going to get this channel nuked. It wasn't needed, guys. That's male strip scene. It's not needed. This isn't Magic Mike or Magic Mike XXL. Get it out of there. The dog was fine, but then there was some Spanish stereotypes where Batista's like beating the hell out of them. He can't see because he gets laser eye surgery in the beginning and tells him, I can't see a thing. He's like seeing blurry and he's just hitting everything. It's fine. Batista's a very physical actor, but here is just like, it feels a little bit racist. Also, the film it's not paced badly, but there's some scenes that drag on. And they mentioned The Notebook again. I'm like, why does every comedy or movie want to mention The Notebook? It's not the only romantic drama that exists, guys. There's plenty of others that are not after, by the way, because those are not romantic, they're toxic. It says, here's the consensus. Though it makes a strong case for future collaborations between Kamel and Dave Bautista, Stuber fails to mesh its contrasting genres, settling for an overly violent, well, it is violent. It's rated R, guys. It lives up to the rated R. It just could have been better. Mildly entertaining diversion that's far from a 5-star ride. Yeah, it's not a 5-star. It's 2.5. For the two actors, the action, and that one kill at the end, which I did not expect that. But it could have been funnier. That's the thing. It's a comedy. It's supposed to make me laugh. I only chuckled a couple of times, then laughed out loud with the only joke in the trailer that made me laugh. The rest of it is just crass, repetitive, and a script that's tired, and the women don't do anything in the movie. They don't do anything. There's not like a badass female chick that fights. Like even Suicide Squad had better female characters, like Katana, and she's barely in that too. But, you know, you can, if you have women in a movie, use them in a right way. Don't use them to get beat up or get in a toxic relationship or use them as a punching bag. No, give them something to do. That's what I was upset about. It wasn't all because it's not because it's just not funny. They gave the women nothing to do. Mira Sorvino, I didn't need her in the whole film because she doesn't come in until about an hour in and then gets killed. So uneventfully, like Stu accidentally hits her with the truck, and I'm like, that was kind of funny. I'm like, that's it. She's just gonna die, and that's it. Wow, what an underwhelming villain. And also, there's no consequences. These guys kill a ton of people. Well, Batista's a cop, so I get why he can kill people in self-defense. Stu kills several people and never gets arrested. Yeah, never gets arrested. He kills somebody with a van and shoots a couple of people in the leg and in the head. And I'm like, yeah. And he gets scot-free. No consequences, no community service, nothing. Just scot-free. I guess because I have to suspend my disbelief because it's a movie. But still, a little logic would have helped in this movie. But yeah, the movie, it is what it is. If you want to watch it, it's worth one watch, but that's it. It's not worth owning. It's not worth downloading. It's just worth one watch to watch on stream it. That's it. That's all I can recommend. But there are better comedies that came out in 2019. One of them being Booksmart. Even though the guys don't have much to do, it's still very funny. It's well written for the most part, except for Katie Silverman. She can suck it. This writer's no better. Tripper Clancy, yeah, I don't think he's written another movie since because he's just weak. It had a few funny moments here and there, like chuckle-worthy moments, but it just did not stick the landing. And you got to do that. And also the fact that he doesn't end up with Getty Gilpin at the end. He ends up with Batista's daughter. What a twist, I guess, because he's Pakistani, like, you know, it is like Iman. Hopefully they use her a lot in the Marvels, because I don't have 3 high-profile girls and just to do nothing. No, that's not cool. Give them something to do, together or separately. That's what I want to see a woman for. It's for them to do something. Not just stand around in the background on a phone. Excuse me. This guy also wrote I Am Not Okay With This, which I never heard of. And it was a Netflix movie. And he also wrote Die Hard, which is a TV series. And didn't he write Heart? Did he direct something? No, the same director went on to do Coffee and Kareem, which I didn't see because I heard that that little kid is annoying. There's no annoying characters here. It's just I wanted more, you know, more bang for my buck, if you will. There were better movies on Netflix that came out in 2020 to 2022. But anyway, it's a movie you can either skip it or stream it. It's your decision. But I just thought the movie was just mid. Could have been a lot better. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next review of a better film. See you later.